Hey y'all, yesterday I came on here and posted a video, and shortly after I was like, ugh, everything I said in there was so against what I normally live like and everything that I believe. So I asked you guys to help support my pages. I talked a little bit about my personal life, and I was in kind of a sad emotional mood, which I'm gonna blame that on the moon being in Pisces. It's definitely that reason why this happened. But also, it made me realize, like, first I was kind of mad at myself. I was like, why did I share such personal things? There's like people are gonna judge me feeling going on. And then I was like, you know what? I was living my authentic truth, and that emotional side of me is part of me, and it's okay to feel. I've been seeing people talk about toxic positivity, and I'm like, damn, maybe I'm a little bit like that sometimes because I'm so strict with myself, because I know that how you feel, your emotions, are your energy in motion, and they determine your frequency, which determines one, how you act, and so it determines your results and your reality, and it also attracts to you the energy that you're attracting into your reality. So I'm like, I need to be happy all of the time, but that's not the human experience. It's a balance, and actually it's such a blessing to be able to experience and feel emotions in the physical reality, because our true existence is non-physical. So that said, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what I do, because I realized that I actually never advertise myself or what I do, or really any of my businesses either, which how is anyone going to fall in love with them if I don't share my love and passion for what I do, right? So number one, I have a store I just opened called Demigod Style, which I sell this shirt and this ring, as well as this ring and this necklace, all on the site. I also sell home decor. Now, the reason that I started this shop is because I have always been so in love with the joy that it brings me to dress up in an outfit that I like. Sometimes that's an outfit like this one. I really love vintage style clothing, and other times it's just sweats. So I have a huge variety of things on the site that I love, and I've realized through consulting and life coaching and talking about quantum leaping that when I change personality traits about myself and expand my consciousness, I also change how I look, which has everything to do with the clothing that I'm wearing. Whatever mood I'm in determines what I want to wear, who I want to show up as today. And same with decorating my house. I feel like whenever I get into a kind of stuck energy, I clean and decorate the house, move around some furniture, do some feng shui, and then I'm a whole new person. So I just grew a huge passion for these things. Now, obviously, I believe that material possessions shouldn't bring us happiness, but I also think that it's not wrong to appreciate the things in physical reality while we have them. So it's important to me. It means a lot to me. I love the store. I absolutely love everything I put on there. I'm very careful to make sure that the manufacturers I work with have the highest reviews, that everyone gets their things. You know, it's my sole purpose to make people happy in as many ways as possible. I am also a makeup artist. A lot of you guys do know that. I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now, and I really fell in love with makeup because of the same reason. It made me feel beautiful, and it was an art. It was a relaxation technique for me. It still is. And you know, I just love doing my makeup. I love looking like a different person every day. I don't know if I've ever done my makeup exactly the same twice ever. I love experimenting. I love becoming better at the things that I love doing. I love finding the joy in the presence of the moment, no matter what I'm doing. So through makeup, I have gotten to work with so many amazing women, and usually on the happiest days of their life, which just feels like such a blessing to me. It makes me a little emotional. I just love my brides. I love my clients so much. And I feel like it's such a blessing that I've been able to work with so many people on such a special day and really connect with people. As you can see, I'm very empathic, I'm very intuitive, I'm very in tune to my feelings and those of others, which is why it has been of the utmost highest importance to me to help others feel better, because everything is made up of energy. Like I said earlier, how you feel is the frequency at which you're vibrating at. Now, say that you have a result in life that you don't like. Maybe that's a lack of love or a lack of money. You're going to have a thought about this, and it's going to be a negative thought likely, because our subconscious minds, most of us, were trained to focus on lack and negativity, which is literally ruining our lives. So we have a thought, a negative thought about this negative result, and this causes an emotion, which changes the frequency at which we're vibrating at, which is changing what we're attracting into our reality. It's also changing how we're acting. And so they say energy is contagious. In fact, there are many scientific studies proving that energy is indeed contagious. So when we are around people in a negative vibration, we act out of that negative vibration to them, which makes them think a negative thought and feel negatively most of the time. And then they're going to go around doing the same thing. But if you're able to change the thought, because your conscious mind is in control of how you feel, you can always choose how you feel. So if you're able to choose a positive perspective and change your frequency, how you feel, change your emotion, then you can act out of that and create a result that you actually desire to be living. This is why I have dedicated, honestly, most of my life to exploring spirituality, the meaning of life, and how to live the happiest, most positive and successful life. And I think that, part of me, like the ego side of me, has been so strict with this that I've cut myself off from being authentic sometimes. And I'm just as guilty as having my subconscious program to believe that I'm unworthy of what I desire to be doing, or the life I desire to be living, or the people I desire to be with. So I've come to realize now that we are meant to embody our true soul frequency and authentically and unconditionally love all sides of ourselves, because when we do this, we are in alignment with the frequency of source energy, of God, of the universe, of spirit, of everything that is good and light and love energy, which is our truest form. So what I do for a living is I help other people find their power again. Because I, for so many years, struggled feeling unfulfilled, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved, feeling like, what is the point? Working my life away at jobs that make me miserable and never having what I truly want? No. What I've learned over the years is that we are actually meant to have everything that we desire. And every time that we tell ourselves that we are unworthy and we settle for something that isn't what we truly want, it causes contrast. A bad feeling that either we continue to focus on and the cycle continues, or we choose to change our perspective on and we change our lives and we finally align with what it is that we truly want, and then we go after it until we achieve it. And as we do this, we just expand and expand and expand. And of course we're going to have emotions, of course we're going to make mistakes, of course we're not perfect. There's no such thing. Actually, I don't want to say there's no such thing, because you are perfect. You are perfectly exactly who you're meant to be. That's why every single human is different. There are no two the same, so there cannot be a visual of perfection, because you're it. Who you are, who you truly are, when you are authentically yourself and aligned to what feels the absolute best for you and unconditionally loving of you, no matter your behavior or your exterior circumstances or what you look like, you're perfect. And I just want to remind you of that. So how I help people is our subconscious minds are programmed from the time that we are born until we're about 7 years old. And our minds at that point are in a delta frequency, which is a relaxed state of the mind. So we're programmed during this time, and we're kind of unaware, unconscious of what is happening, right? And we're unaware of what is actually going to be beneficial to believe about ourselves and our reality and what's not. We take on the beliefs of the people around us. We take on the beliefs that people tell us. So if people are yelling at us, say you never listen, you're bad, you're not good, you're not good enough, you don't do anything right, that's what you believe. And also, if your parents believed that about themselves, you know what? There's always lack. We have to work so hard to make money, and life is miserable, and life is hard, and life's not fair. That's what you believe subconsciously. And the subconscious mind, I don't know about y'all, but I am stubborn. It is hard. It's hard to reprogram the subconscious mind. And so what I do is I help you reprogram your subconscious mind so that it can work in your benefit. Because when you are able to align to the frequency of what it is that you desire, then you're able to act out of that perspective and attract what it is that you desire into reality. So if you guys are interested in any of the things that I do, I don't know if I mentioned them all yet. I said Demigod Style. I also read tarot. Being a PGI consultant really helps you strengthen your higher faculties, which are your intuition, your reason, your focus, your imagination, which is really the creator of your reality. So, long story short, it's made me really in tune to energy and very intuitive and a bit psychic about what is happening in my reality, partially because I am creating it. So are you. And I also sell crystals because I have fallen madly in love with the energy, the healing energy that they do hold within them. Time is an illusion, but what I believe time to be is an expansion. Because as we consciously perceive the time that we're experiencing, we expand through it. We become wiser. We become hopefully happier. We become, I know for me, I definitely have become so much more loving and unconditionally accepting of not only all of me, but all of everyone else for who they truly are. So those are my passions. Click the link if you're interested in learning any more. You're always welcome to send me a DM. I hope that my videos, if nothing else, raise your frequency, because as we do this, it snowballs. And it will raise the frequency of the world. And as the world becomes a more positive place, there will be less negativity, less dis-ease in our bodies as we feel better, less anger and negativity and contrast between each other. Because in the end, our true form is infinite love, light, energy, and we are all one. And one is all eternal. I love you so much.